Now I can stop talking. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah and today we are going to be doing an ultimate book video. Now if I'm talking lower than usual, it's because I don't have my mic plugged in because my camera straight up won't turn on, so I'm just using my phone. Hopefully it's good quality. We are going to be doing an ultimate book video. I have been loving everything about books lately, and I know that's a weird thing to say as like a revelation because I have a book YouTube channel, but it's just like every time I'm out doing something or doing something in the house, I'm like, I want to be reading. I've just been very much in the world of wanting to read lately. I've seen these ultimate book videos from, I think Haley Pham has a lot of them, and I'm not too sure how she does it, but for us, we're gonna be just having a whole fun time talking about books today. So first we're gonna be doing a book haul. I have some books that I have bought off of Amazon lately that I really want to share with you and I am so excited to get into. Then we are going to be doing a reading vlog of one of the two books that I am currently reading right now, Daisy Hates and Kingdom of the Wicked. If you've been here a while, you know that I've said my comfort genre is fantasy, so I feel like I've been straying away from fantasy and going more into like romance and literary fiction, and I just miss my fantasy worlds, so I think I'm probably gonna be reading this one. But we're gonna read a little bit and I'm gonna tell you about where I'm at in the book. I'm really liking it. And then we're going to be doing some book journaling today as well. I just posted a video a few weeks ago going all through my book journal, and so if you haven't seen before, then go watch that. But we're just going to be updating a few things and adding in my summaries of the books that I've recently read. It's gonna be a whole fun bookish video and I'm so excited. Let's start with our book haul. I had an Amazon shopping problem. If you saw my screen time video, it's the second most used app on my screen time, which is kind of crazy. I have been ordering a whole bunch of stuff from Amazon, and books on Amazon have just been great as well. So I have 4 here that I'm really excited to share. First, we have this big chunky one, Crescent City, House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. I read the ACOTAR series. Well, I read the first 3 books of the ACOTAR series. I haven't read the blue book and the orange book. I haven't read Frost and Starlight, I think it is, or Silver Flames, because I just don't know how I'm gonna feel about the change of narrator, so I'm kind of holding off on those a little bit. But I did read the ACOTAR series and I loved Sarah J. Maas's writing in that, and I love that whole world she created. So this is her, my cat's running around. It's the first book in her Crescent City series. I think there's only one more out after this one. This one seems like it has to do with not only Crescent City, aka the Moon City, aka very similar to the Night Court, but also a fallen angel, which I think is such a cool storyline that I read a few Fallen Angel books and I just love that storyline, so I'm very excited to get into Crescent City. And then I have heard so much about this book lately. I don't know what it is, I've just heard so much about it. Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber, and I did get the Barnes & Noble, I don't know, it was like some special edition, but it has a whole pink map and the pink cover is gorgeous. So it tells the story of Evangeline Fox, who strikes a deal with an immortal Prince of Hearts because I think the love of her life is going to marry someone else. So she strikes a deal with him, but it turns out being a lot more dangerous than she anticipated, and the story goes from there. So Once Upon a Broken Heart, I am so excited to get into this. I can't tell you how many videos I have seen of people talking about this. It's just been insane. There's also The Ballad of Never After that's already out, and I think A Curse of True Love is the 3rd book that's coming out this summer or this fall, so I want to get into this one. I love high stakes fantasy books, and that is why I loved ACOTAR. I'm assuming I'm gonna love this one, and Kingdom of the Wicked I've been really loving as well. And then we have the 2nd book in the Dreamland Billionaire series, Terms and Conditions by Lauren Asher. I read The Fine Print a few weeks ago and I loved that book. Like, I just loved everything about the book. It was a little bit slow in the beginning, but after that, I loved everything about it. I loved the story. I loved the grumpy sunshine. I loved just seeing Rowan almost grovel a little bit for Zara, and Zara's amazingly creative and optimistic, and I just love the whole dynamic of that romance. And this is the story of the second brother, Declan. Declan's clause to get his inheritance is to get married and having an heir for the CEO of Dreamland. So that's his story, and of course he has Iris, who I think has been his assistant for a few years now. So I think it's gonna be more of like a workplace to friends to lovers, I'm assuming. But I know I'm gonna love this book, and I'm just so excited to continue that series. And then the last book that I bought recently is Scarred by Emily McIntyre. This is the second book in the Never After series. I read Hooked. It's a retelling of Captain Hook. It's a dark romance, and it was like one of my first dark romances I've ever read, and I've loved it. I loved every minute of that reimagining, and this one is Scarred. It's about the Lion King, but the villain in this story that is the main character is Scar. It's about the Scarred Prince and Sarah B. I believe Sarah is destined to marry Prince Tristan, which is like Mufasa, like the good prince, and then of course she falls in love, I'm assuming, with Scar, the Scarred Prince. And there's gonna be a whole bunch of twists and turns in there as well. I started this book, I read a few chapters, and it seems really, really good. So I'm very excited to get into this book as well. So that was my little mini book haul from Amazon for the first part of this fun ultimate book video, bookish video. I am just so excited to get into these. And now on to the next part of the video, which I really feel like doing some reading. So now we're going to be reading a little bit of Kingdom of the Wicked, maybe some of Daisy Hates as well. This has become like my new reading couch. I have a reading area in another room, but I've just been loving reading here lately, letting in the natural light and everything like that. So we're gonna do some reading together, and I'll let you know where I'm at in these two books. But first, I need to go get coffee at Wawa. So let's go to Wawa. Okay, now we can start talking. So I didn't get very far in this book. I'm on chapter 2 because I read a little bit before bed last night. It's on Kindle Unlimited, which is very helpful. So far, what I know is there are 2 twin girls that I think it's taking place in Sicily, and they're some sort of witches. And I don't know how they became witches yet, but they've alluded to the fact that their grandmother stole something from the devil, which sends the sons of the wicked, aka I think the devil's sons, after her and the 2 girls, Victoria and Amelia. So yeah, that's all I really know right now. Let's see what else I find. So it's a little bit later. I have read some more of Kingdom of the Wicked, and I'm going to update you soon, but I want to get to a little bit further along to see what happens before updating you, so that's coming. But now I really felt like doing some book journaling. I need to add in quotes for Love and Other Words, but I also need to add in summaries for The Final Gambit, The Deal, Magnolia Parks, and Hooked. So, do I feel like doing quotes or something? I think I might do some quotes. So, I use the Crayola Super Tips. I don't know if I'm the only one who feels like this, but I always feel like if there's a part that's like unfinished, like this, even though I have a summary on this page and a couple summaries on this page, instead of moving on to this summary, I want to finish this page first. My mom does that. I don't know. It's like a weird perfectionist OCD thing maybe. This is my book spread for Love and Other Words. On this page, I usually do some quotes. So we're gonna go get my copy of Love and Other Words and get some quotes going. So this is my copy of Love and Other Words, and as you can see, I do have a lot of good quotes that I found in here. So now we're gonna go through them and see which ones I'm gonna write down. I'm gonna use these two colors and my pen to do our quotes. There's our featured quote. It never occurred to me that love could be anything other than all-consuming, because that is so true for Macy and Elliot, I think. Okay, so currently I am writing my summary for Daisy Jones and the Six. There are no spoilers here, so that's why I'm showing it to you. But I chose orange, of course, for this book, and I gave it 4.5 stars. And the only reason, which I just wrote, is because I don't think I would have been as obsessed with this story if it wasn't for listening to the audiobook and watching the show, because the audiobook and the show were so good. My screen time video, I was reading Daisy Jones and the Six, and I still listen to the Aurora album frequently and I finished it like a week ago, but so good. But the audiobook and the show like makes the story like amazing for me. So yeah, that is our book journaling we're doing today. I also added a page for the fine print in blue, which is another book that I just finished, and I think the last thing I showed you was me doing the Love and Other Word quotes, which I ended up finishing as well. It's like pink and blue. I'm putting it off to the side so you can't see the summary. I love my book journal, I really do, and I feel like I can get more creative with it. So I'm gonna finish this summary and then I'll tell you where I'm at in Kingdom of the Wicked.
I just finished performing at Kazari's and she wants to see me there. She knew everything about me. In fact, she knew everything about me.
Alright, I am here to wrap up this video with a little peek at my recent read. I was reading Kingdom of the Wicked today for a little reading vlog. I'm going to be completely honest, I did not get as far as I thought I would. What I know now is that we just heard that Amelia has a pretty strange dream that she told her twin sister Victoria, and it seems like Victoria knows something that Amelia does not, because she's distracted and she's not really acting like herself. So it's something about this dream was odd to Victoria. I hope that we find out what that was soon. We also found out that they are in fact a group of witches, and I think they said there are 12 witch families in Palermo, I'm not sure how to say that, and the twin sisters are one of those families, but they have to keep it really secret because witches can get hunted in this time. They said that they are daughters of the moon, so they're actually descendants of, I'm guessing, the goddess Nyx, because she's like the goddess of the moon. So that's kind of a cool twist. And Amelia is interested in this boy that has given his life over to the church, so he is like a holy brother, and it's just there's going to be a conflict because the holy brothers are the ones that go after the witches, and Amelia is part of a witch family. So that sets up a conflict perfectly, and I am really excited to get more into this book. But we're gonna have to save that summary for another time because it is time to wrap this video. I had so much fun with this ultimate book video, showing you my haul, showing you a bit of my book journal. Oh yeah, a little update of my book journal. I went a little bit crazy and I turned on Daisy Jones and the Six again, and not only did I do the quotes for Love and Other Words as I showed you, but I also did the quotes for the Final Gambit, as well as the quotes for Hooked And of course, I think I did show you this in the last clip. I did my summary and my quotes for Daisy Jones and the Six. So I think that it's such a almost meditative process to go through my books and all my tabs and read all the quotes that I loved, write them down in a pretty format while watching a very musical, fun show. It was just so much fun. A great day. So thank you so much for coming along with me on this very bookish day, this ultimate book video day. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.